This tutorial is going to cover some basic concepts to do with the sum function in Microsoft Excel 2007. What we have here is just a quarterly performance summary with the quarters at the top and the profit, and then we have a change in profit indicator here with a check mark for good changes and an X mark if there's been decreases in profit from quarter to quarter. What we're going to work on is the summing these here in the total. So we're going to go ahead and start with equals sum, and I'm just going to pull up the function menu so we can see what's going on. The sum function, when you have the menu bar open, it'll give us a summary of what's actually happening. The first thing you can do with the sum function is get a sum of a range. Okay, so if I highlight all of the quarters, then we get 4,333. Alright, and that's a range that's adjacent. So if I wanted to do this differently, I could select on the individual ranges one at a time, and you can see I'm just selecting them, and we're still going to get to the same result, 4,333. And so these would be considered non-adjacent ranges, although they are right next to each other in this spreadsheet. If you had a larger spreadsheet, you would be able to consolidate and summarize columns that were not next to each other. And the important thing is just to put a comma between each of the ranges that you want to use if they're non-adjacent. So we'll go ahead and save this one, and right here we'll just pull a sum. And the last thing to think about with the sum function is that it does not take into account any text. So for example, I could highlight all of this information here, including the word profit and the first, second, third, and fourth quarters, and go ahead and hit enter. It's still going to get the same result, and it's just going to ignore those text cells that have text in them.